like type 2 diabetes if we keep this up.
Yeah,
So
well, hey,
I'm trying to
hey, you're
restrain
not
myself.
American if you don't have diabetes at age 2.
That would be not super great.
No,
Do you have a
no.
fireplace at your place, Roger? Peter was saying that he's got a wood burning fireplace, which is awesome.
Gas.
Oh yeah.
But we got a fire pit out in the
That's
back
right.
too.
Thanks.
But I kill the grass with it.
That's the other thing I can't stand is like grass. I can't stand. And Roger, I know you have a lawn, and I have a one as well. And I feel like I'm getting to the point. I've always hated a lawn, and when I was a kid, I had to mow a lawn. I had to mow lawns. I feel like it's so useless, and I think that I'm right at the verge of getting rid of the lawn and just planting as much as I can. Uh, that take that like local plants, flowers, like pollinators, stuff like that into the space that I have, so I'm not fucking mowing the lawn
Yeah.
like a moron.
Does the smell of freshly cut grass, the smell of that can give you nightmares, right?
True, it's true.
My dad was so mean. He wouldn't let me use the sack to collect all the cut grass. He said that was like cheating, or I
You,
still don't know why.
you had to
You
go.
have to rake it?
He made me rake it up.
Oh no!
Yeah.
Whoa,
I don't know
that
why.
is rough.
Well, look who's still standing.
Yeah. You're right. I'll teach him.
I guess
Maybe he was trying to get me to not have diabetes.
you win. Oh, it drives me nuts, though. It drives me nuts. And I think, I feel like, where did the idea of lawns come from? Is this uniquely an American thing? And then it spread to other areas? But where did that come from? The idea that you've got to have this manicured, useless lawn.
It's just another thing to show off with, or
That you
not.
have land that you don't need to do anything with.
And you need to be, and it's like it becomes a competition with your neighbors then, like who has the nicest one.
No
Or
weeds, no.
Because like my neighbor, he always cuts it before I do.
Fuck.
And I'm like, oh, I'm not playing this game with you.
Yeah. No. I thought that when I first moved a few years ago, and I was like, oh, I got to keep. Oh, this guy's mowing his lawn, or that guy's, and now I'm looking into these ideas of these cloves, like these short growth flowers that you don't have to mow, and they're beautiful. Why do you have to have a green lawn? You could have a purple flowering lawn that you don't have to mow all the time.
Yeah.
Well, and I mean, also the bees need all the help they can get. So,
Yeah,
like,
exactly. I don't know.
That's a great idea. Do either of you guys garden like produce or anything?
My wife does. She's really good at it.
Oh, very cool.
We had some awesome tomatoes.
Oh,
Nice.
we're seriously considering starting some sort of a garden in the back because
Tomatoes with basil
oh
and
yeah,
oregano. I'm just winding up the Brits now. And herbs.
Basil, oregano, basil and oregano.
Oregano. Sorry. It's my life. Is all the different dialects.
Yeah, comb.
Oh God, no. No.
Oh, Peter, you done it now.
Yeah, I mean, we've tried to get into some gardening. My wife does. My wife and I are both sort of in the same boat as far as figuring it out and experimenting. We've gotten herbs. We've grown herbs. Some of those are pretty hardy. So
That's awesome.
But I would like to have a yard full of like corn. But the neighbors would be fucking furious about that.
But can they do anything about it? Like, is there
No.
any kind of like a code you need?
No, there's no. For where I am, there's no code.
You're not in an HOA?
No,
Neither
no,
am I wouldn't respond.
Thank God.
no.
Thank God.
Do whatever you want. There was an old, and Roger, no, sure, you might know. I don't know, but there was what was it? There was an old show on the BBC in the 70s or 80s when I was young about a couple that moved into sort of a posh neighborhood, but then they did all their farming in their yard, and it drove the posh neighbor nuts. Uh, does that ring a bell? It was like, God, what was it called? It was on all the time when I was a kid. What?
Was it Keeping Up Appearances with Hyacinth
No,
Bouquet?
it wasn't with Hyacinth. No, this was. It was not that, but it was during that same era,
Huh.
and it was sort of like farmy, hippie-ish couple living. I don't know where they were in the Cotswolds or something. I don't know, and it's sort of like a posh-esque suburb, and they decided they're just gardeners, and they was driving their neighbors nuts.
I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, they should have had an allotment. That's what the Brits do. They have allotments.
An allotment.
Where else to do their gardening?
Oh.
It's weird. Well,
Wait, they have to go somewhere else
Yeah.
to actually access their garden?
I guess it's a lot more populated,
Mhm.
So they'll have like a lot of people will keep allotments, and then they, usually it's within walking distance of your house, but it's not on your property.
Oh,
You go over there, and then everyone grows stuff.
Public. Is it like a public garden? You sign up for?
You gotta pay for it usually,
Yeah.
but like you can sign up for it, yeah, and you get it like a long-term lease or whatever, and then
But it's not like a community garden. Like you have your own plot in that space.
next to everyone else's private plot. Yeah,
Gotcha.
yeah,
That's cool.
and it's where the old folk go to
make love.
hook up. Oh, look at them runner beans. Yeah. Oh, that's not it. Wait till you see all the other stuff. If we live long enough for the sun, all that stuff.
That's how I always imagine it to be.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Those are some fine cucumbers.
This was not the way I expected this signing to go, and this is fabulous.
Why they keep asking you to oil up in the comments?
I'm already oiled up. I put on fresh oil. Can't you tell?
So, you need to squeeze through something, or
Roger, clearly you missed my live on Saturday because I was well oiled on Saturday.
I saw the foot thing. I saw that. That was fun.
Someone's got to send this stuff to me. I totally missed out on everything, man.
I think it's out there somewhere, but I'll send it to you.
Sure. Yes, please. Please twice.
Roger, someone said, Roger, you should oil up too.
Okay. Okay.
A couple of oily zaddies in here.
Okay.
I love it.
Oh yeah. Yeah, zaddy.
Oh,
Is the
man.
daddy a Gen Z daddy? Because I'm not that young.
I don't think that's what it means.
Okay.
Though no one should ever check with me on like modern lingo. I can't keep up with this crap at all.
No, I'm losing touch too. Yeah, it's happening.
Well, you just gotta keep up with the skibbity and the Riz and the Sigma.
Yeah.
Already lost me. You lost me like 3 phrases.
Just watch anything that Rob does, and you will be right on it with all of the current lingo.
So
yeah, he did something with
he's
wait
got
a minute.
an OnlyFans now.
No,
What?
but listen,
Rob actually has. I'm not joking. He has an
But I'm
OnlyFans. Yeah.
saying Noshir seems to be totally not aware of that. So there's more to it than that. So Rob,
Please tell me this also happens in the chicken coop.
it's all in the chicken coop.
Yeah.
Just search
Chickens?
hotchickencoop.com and you'll find Rob's OnlyFans.
Oh,
No.
Good.
No, so Rob's OnlyFans is he started a thing to show to get on. He wanted to get to start to get ripped and to exercise and to just like have people have the opportunity to be on his journey of getting exercise,
Okay.
what that means for him. And so he set it up on OnlyFans, knowing that OnlyFans is sort of a mostly adult thing. Then he realized that, well, Patreon
Watch.
might be a better venue for that. But in the meantime, he already set up the OnlyFans, and he's got the Patreon to get people involved with him, as he says, trying to start a journey of like sort of health and exercise that people can join in and watch. He says he's no expert; he's just doing a thing.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So that's what that is. That's
Dude, I should join. That's my commitment to myself for the new year. I've got to get back into like fight shape for sure.
I was gonna say you look like terrible.
Dude, it's bad. Like now I understand where that phrase "dad bod" comes from, and it's no
Really?
joke. Oh man.
You know I'm teasing though because I
He looks fine.
I-
He looks the same.
It's brutal, dude. No, like it's awful, and I'm like in pain all the time. I'm like a rickety old person.
Oh, man.
It's awful.
man.
This gym is like, I mean, I got so much stuff here I can use, and I haven't touched it in like 18 months. It's pretty bad.
Are those
If
weapons behind
So
3D printed?
What'd you say?
Those weapons behind you 3D printed?
No.
No?
No.
Wow.
Yeah, these are from most of these are training blades from a company called Cold Steel.
No way!
Yeah,
That is so cool.
I like them. Oh, dude, I don't know if you guys know about this. Did you guys know? So I got these specifically for Charles when I found out what I was doing, right? And so this is the live blade version
What?
of it
Whoa.
That's awesome.
because I wanted to start
Wow.
doing like combat training because I wasn't sure how much combat Charles would do with the hatchet. So,
Wait, who sent you those? Rockstar?
no, I got those. I got these for myself.
You got those
Um,
to train because you weren't sure. What
Yeah.
what
Yeah,
was
like
good?
similarly, like these are. So this is like basically a classic. If you're a sword practitioner in Japan, right, you have these. This is like so if this is like a normal katana, then this is like a much thicker, much heavier. This is the training blade.
Okay.
And when I found out that Kotaro was gonna have a missing arm, I wanted to train how he would fight with the heavy, what should be a two-handed weapon with one hand.
Wow.
Which is why I started doing all this stuff. So like almost all of these are like artifacts in some way from like some training I wanted to do for a role or something like
That
that.
is so
it's
cool.
fun. Yeah.
What a wimp.
Well, I didn't say that I'm any good at it, that's for sure. But you know, actually, Peter, I should say this beforehand. For Bode, Micah and your pistol draw inspired me for Bode.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because they had him do the kind of Lara Croft Tomb Raider rig, you know, and so they were having me do these like cross-arm draws a lot, and I was telling them like that's fine, but like I'm never gonna do this in close quarters combat,
Right?
You know, and they were like, "What are you?" And I was like, "Well, I mean, if a guy like pins my arm, like I'm literally like now, you know, completely helpless."
Yeah.
And I was telling them, you know, there is a speed draw, like a dueling draw that you'll see with folks who have the pistols like butt end forward, grips forward. And I was like, my buddy on Red Dead got really good at it. And so like I did a couple of the moves where he actually draws his blasters this way. I'm like,
Nice.
no.
What
What is happening here?
is going on?
That was so
Perfect.
funny.
I love that.
That's awesome.
So if you ever see Bode do a speed draw, I don't know if they kept it in game or not. I hope they did, but if
I
you
can't
ever see
remember.
Bode do a speed
Like
draw,
I
that comes
said,
from-
we got like halfway through, and then life happened. I want to get back to it. I feel like I got to start from the beginning again.
Dude,
Hang on, I'll be right back.
Roger, we were just talking about how like we can't ever seem to finish any games because like they're so complicated now and so like so rich that if you spend any time away from it, you're completely lost by the time you come back.
I'm doing Indiana Jones at the moment. And
Oh, very cool. Are you enjoying it?
I put it on easy though.
Hell yeah,
Is
dude.
that
Why not?
difficult? You can't do it on normal? What's the deal?
There's got 4 different levels.
Oh
Four.
shit.
Yeah. Easy, normal, hard, and then like super duper hard.
Interesting. You'd think
It's
they sort of keep that on like that. The what you would want it on is the storytelling balance mode, right?
the one. And the first time I used the whip, holy cow!
Really?
Oh,
Oh, that must be
How
so
are the
cool.
the physics and the ease of use? Is that all right? Because
it's okay. Yeah, it's all done in first person. It's kind of Bethesda. It's Bethesda, so
yeah,
it's similar to like Fallout 4, that kind of playing style. You know, although the guns, it's more of a stealth game than a shooting game.
okay.
But when you
That's cool. I like that.
it's a little faster than Fallout 4. You can just pull that out and
Well, that makes
aim.
sense. I guess Indy wasn't. I mean, he pulled his gun when it was necessary, but
Right.
it's yeah,
Yes.
it's not a running gun game. Yeah,
He's always sneaking around because, he doesn't want the artifacts to get hit by bullets, by stray bullets.
that's
Makes a
right. That's right.
lot of sense.
Yeah, because those artifacts belong in a museum.
Yeah, bogs in them. Yeah, and Troy does such. I
Troy kills it as the voice of Indy.
It's
I
crazy.
haven't played it, but I've seen some now on social media. I see this like back-to-back comparison,
Oh my gosh.
and he nails it every single time, and yet he also makes it his own. Fucking phenomenal.
Yeah,
Man,
the
that
open
guy is incredible.
is the beginning of Raiders of the
Yep.
Lost Ark, and
It's
Troy
shot to
shot for shot, and it took them a week to do it.
Wow.
And then that's the only bit that was shot for shot, though, because all the rest of it original story. But there's another bit where Troy gets the Harrison finger wag in really good.
yeah, you gotta.
He gets,
Well, that's classic.
yeah. He
You find that man.
nails all
You
of
find that
it.
man.
He nails all of yeah. I didn't kill my wife.
I didn't kill my wife.
Yeah.
I don't
find
care.
That. You find that.
I got a bad feeling about this. Yeah.
Why do it have to be snakes?
Yeah. Like how many world famous franchises is that guy in?
It's amazing, dude.
Oh, Liam Heslin, how's it going, man?
What we got here?
Did you see Professor? Am I crazy? Was Tori on here?
I don't
Who?
know.
I thought Professor Olson was on here for a second.
was-
I don't know if he's still there.
See. Well, I just did an interview with him, and I don't think the guy is going to put it up.
What do you mean? Why?
Well, I kept oh man, I I kept having to tell him that Red Dead wasn't voice acting. You know me, and he wouldn't listen. So I kept having to tell him, and that was basically the whole interview. I said, "Well, yeah, once again, but yeah, we didn't do the voice. It was full performance capture. Yeah,
Dude, I'm
You
really
know,
glad
you know
that
where
you
that's gonna
did
get you.
that.
It's gonna get you.
yeah,
No,
well,
like
exactly where it's gonna get me. Yeah, on a live with you guys.
this is what it's come to.
Oh, here goes Raj again, talking about what the work actually was. Yeah, even I'm bored of it now. It's good. It was all voice acting. Yeah, we just were in a booth for 5 years. Fine.
Oh man.
You're a great voice
Thank
actor.
Thank you. I try.
You know, when we were doing all those like motion capture stuff and full performance capture day after day, and I always went in the green room and I thought this guy is good as a body actor, but he's excellent as a voice actor.
Yeah, it's true. Thank you.
Oh no.
Have you done all your signings, Nosh?
Yeah, I finished right before. Well, Instagram has killed my feed like I think this is like 6 or 7 times. So yeah,
Oh.
I got done right before you came along. So
Yeah, I don't do it on Instagram anymore. I do it on TikTok.
How is that? I just went on TikTok like about a month ago, but I don't have as many followers on TikTok, so I'm wary of doing something on there because I don't know. Can you do it on both at the same time?
I don't. If you had 2 devices, I don't see why not. But then you might get some some feedback. It's like some negative, like audio feedback, you know.
I think I actually
But
just saw. I think Rob did that. He did like TikTok and
He tried,
Twitter or
and
something.
then TikTok disconnected him.
Oh,
but one thing you can do on TikTok, you can play music on TikTok and it doesn't kick you
It
off.
doesn't kick you off. Yeah,
But
yeah.
yeah, but I usually, if because not everybody can catch the live stream, so
yeah.
I always put it on YouTube afterwards for those people, and you can't put music on YouTube. So.
Right, right.
Well, you can,
Um,
but you got to credit it, and then it's more complicated.
I've never had a problem sharing any of these Instagram lives, but like the first two times I got booted, it didn't even give me the option to share it. So I'm worried that that's just
That
gone.
those reels aren't. You won't be able to keep those.
I don't. Yeah. So if so, maybe I should do what you're saying and like
I
record it on a backup. And
when I did mine on Saturday, it was a little messy. I was able to save them, but on the other hand, there were some glitches as far as being able to get people to join. I wasn't allowed to do a three-way like you are doing right now.
Hmm.
Yeah,
It didn't give me the option.
I
As much as I reset it, I didn't have the option to do it. So I don't
I
know.
do a three-way. If I had known, I would have gotten more oil.
Well, you know what I find is the best oil is the avocado spray oil. Usually, I use it to put on my my pan.
Oh, natural.
Yeah, but you know, I do have a natural oil that comes out pretty hardcore,
Mm.
and people seem to enjoy it. It's a moderate scent. It's not offensive.
I get
Oh.
inside my ear, and I find avocado oil really helps that.
No, I think you're right with that. That's the way to go for sure. Um, but it depends on every person's every person has a unique body.
Yes, this is true.
Oh, my wife just texted me and said that the kiddo is waving to you guys and blowing you guys kisses upstairs. So hi,
Ah,
bud.
hello.
Oh, get to hang out with Uncle Peter and Uncle Raj. That's awesome.
Oh yeah.
Nala, you doing okay?
How's the dog?
She's
Wow,
good.
right?
Yeah, she got attacked by our neighbor's dogs a couple weeks ago.
Oh, no.
Again.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, look at her. Look into your eyes.
Yeah. She gave as good as she got, which I'm very glad for. But
She killed.
I had to call animal control and
Oh.
file a report because I was like, this is the second time. And after the first time, I told you guys to get training for your dogs or do something because, I don't feel safe. And normally the kiddo is out with us at that time.
Yeah.
And
You don't want.
bad.
yeah. And like we've been super cool with them and everything. And, but as soon as animal control came, like they totally gave us the silent treatment. They're not talking to us anymore or
Well,
anything. It's like, that's a case of fuck around and find out. You know what I mean? So
that's right.
Some neighbors would have done something else.
well, I mean, I had told him the first time after the first attack, I told him I was like, if you got to do something because like also it's keeping your dog safe because I will hurt your dogs if it means keeping my dog safe.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And
And if it's on your property
Yep.
and all that.
yeah. And I drew when the dogs came out, I drew my blade and then realized that like his little kid was the one who came out. He came out to the front lawn to say hi, which is why the door was open, which is why the dogs came out. I was like, I'm not gonna scar this kid, and I put it away. But I was so mad that I was like in that position. You know what I mean?
I thought you said. I thought you meant you were drawing your blade like you drew like a charcoal, like a nice charcoal.
Oh man, I'm really glad it went down the way it did, but it's stressful.
If you were my neighbor in Ashira, I would kick your butt.
I'm sure you would. I'm sure you would. I wouldn't want to tangle with you. No, thank you.
No.
I'll pass.
You tossed me around a couple times on set. There's no fooling around there, man.
I miss those sets.
You gave me a good throwdown. One of those scenes for sure.
Eat that. Eat that. Yeah.
We had a good time. I wish we. Well, I don't know. Did you guys? You guys didn't get to do any of your own stunts, really, right?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
really?
Well, in a way,
I did a fair bit. Not everything, but I did a fair bit.
I wasn't. I mean, like
The
my
fight
stuff
with
was
Tommy,
mostly-
my fight with Tommy is pretty much all me.
Wow, that's awesome.
Yeah.
and
Wow.
stunt-wise, I wasn't jumping off of cliffs and shit.
Right.
Like, I feel like the most athletic and the most physically demanding stunt stuff was for me was you and me, Raj, in the final scene. For me, that was the biggest for me, the fight scene.
You guys
and they had
actually got to do all that.
yeah, they had stunt guys there, sort of mirroring us.
We were
Yeah.
doing it in tandem with them.
And then,
That's great.
then the rock star would go like, "Well, we'll pick and choose what works best." I feel like we did a good job because we aren't professionals, so it was more rough, and I feel like that was more realistic. I don't really know at the end of the day what they chose and how they cut it together,
Yeah.
but I do know that we were rolling around on the floor, and sometimes our lips would touch. And
Wow, through the HMC, I am very impressed. 'Cause
well,
that-
we found a way to. I'd slide mine right next to right.
if there was ever anyone who could find a way, Peter, it would be you. That's for sure.
They had to cut that bit though, because we're supposed to be fighting.
Now that's
You guys
in
are
the
lingering a little too long.
yet to be released.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
They're like, guys, you're supposed to be fighting to the death.
Oh,
Like after
you're killing it.
oh, hi! Yay!
I miss
This,
both.
this whole live stream just got so much better.
Yeah, hey.
So lovely to see both your faces.
Yeah.
It was so fun to hang out with you at New York Comic Con.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. It was actually really nice to get to see you in person.
It was so nice to hang out with all of you and
Yeah.
just meet all of you and spend time with all of you.
Yeah, that was the best. I love that. I hope we get to do it again sometime.
Yeah.
Great.
Absolutely.
What I remember the most was walking with Mia and having to hold her belly up.
Oh my God! She
And
was
we
so
had to
pregnant.
walk the whole
pregnant.
Comic Con, and I was
Oh
just
my
walking and holding her belly up. We were walking really slow, and she was like, and I was like, "This has got to be awkward." She's like, "It feels really good," I was like, okay. and like walking because that place is huge.
Yeah, I mean, she was walking for a little bit and then she'd like stop and she looked like she was gonna fall over, and I was like,
Dude,
Mia,
at
what are
one
we doing?
point, her baby started to slip out, and I had to put my fist up.
No, gosh. No. Can't have that. Not at the Javits Center.
That's classic Javits,
Yeah,
baby.
that-
Classic.
Oh,
That would have been out of network. That would have cost her through the nose.
No.
Definitely out of network.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I heard that I think there's food ready, so
Yeah,
Okay.
I gotta go too.
I gotta go too because I gotta try and get these things to FedEx before they close. I love you
all right.
guys.
Love you too.
Y'all are the best.
Great to
Thanks
see
for
you
coming,
guys.
everybody.
Thank you everyone for hanging around.
Yeah.
See you all and you too, guys. Love you.
Outlaws for life.
All right. Bye.
Bye. Bye.
Yeah, no, I'm trying to figure out how to. I'm still on here. How do I get off of it?
Love you, buddy. Yeah.
See you all and you too, guys. Love you.
Outlaws for life.